Hi, everybody. We are so close, right, to getting towards the end. So now is the time to continue all that hard work you've been doing, right? So I'm actually going to tell you what the next 2 weeks are going to look like. For starters, I do want you to have the most complete draft that you can have by Thursday. Beginning, middle, end. Now you might even, some of you I know, because you've been working hard, boom, it's complete. I know there's going to be a couple people who are like, man, I got everything but this one part. Go ahead in that draft, put in, here's the part where I talk about this other perspective, if that's the case. You, of course, want a full draft because come Thursday night, right, when all of a sudden I get all those dropped in, I will immediately, starting Friday, be going through them, right, as quickly as I can, leaving the 1 minute feedback. So I can just tell you, I'd say, hey, great, love your thesis. This part needs work. This part is good. So you'll be getting that as fast as I can turn it out, right? So for Thursday, full draft. For Monday, I want you to start working on, and you'll see how these tie together, your presentation. And there'll be more information about it, but right now, here's the handout, and you can see basically I'm asking you to walk us through your process, right? So, what was your research question, right? Something around, you know, why is gender equality so complicated, or whatever that might be. What are the 3 to 5 key terms? Because when you are talking about something that not everybody is familiar with, there's going to be some terms that you'll need to define. What were those terms in your area? Razzle dazzle, we will get to. What are the top 3 pieces of background information, right? What is it? What's the context that we have to really know about before we can understand, right? And then I want you to say what your 2 best sources are. Could be a video, could be a book, could be an article, but I want to know what's the name of the source. Why was that one, right, the best? And 3 things you learned about doing research. So this isn't, hey, I learned this fact and this fact and this opinion. No, tell me about the research process. What did you learn about using Google versus using the database? Or you tell me, right? Key findings. So here's what's the really interesting stuff that you found. Not the things that you sort of expected unless they were really key, right? I thought I'd find this, I did. But what's the key pieces of information? And then finally give us the answer. Now you'll notice this is a little bit flipped. In an academic paper, we want the answer right off the bat. But in this sense, I want you to take us on that journey with you. Here was my question. Here's some stuff that I found. Here's what I learned about research. Here's my best information. Now here's my answer. Now, when you do this, right, 2019, you can bring in pictures, all kinds of stuff. I want you to do more than just have a document for people to read, but I'll talk more about that later. Right now, if you start gathering this information and putting it in here, you will be in very good shape. For Thursday, a full draft, beginning, middle, end, in MLA style, unless you're doing APA style, right? Then for Monday, start filling this handout in that I just showed you. Right? Now, next week, right, you're going to be revising your paper, and then you're going to have the 12th. That's the start of finals week to turn in your finished. Here's my revised thing. Between now and then, we can talk as much as we can, as much as you want to. Some people have set up Skype, some have come to my office, some have done it through email, but I'm always willing to talk to you about your paper. And next week, the following week too, is you'll be working on your final revision and the presentation. And that's what I'm going to talk more about, razzle dazzle. What I don't want you to do is, here's the document, read it, right? I want you to use some of these other strategies. And for those of you who are very comfortable with technology, right, absolutely you can do this in video format, right? If you're not, I think a nice intermediate step is a little bit later on, I'll show you how to add audio to a PowerPoint, and then you can be doing it that way. So there will be ways to present. I will put you in groups like those writing groups that you were in, and that way you won't be presenting to everybody in the class. It'll be a smaller group and a smaller thing to respond to. Now, one other thing that's not on the list, but it will be by the time you watch this video, is after you turn in that first draft, I will have, while I'm looking at it, I will have you in your writing groups also looking at each other's work again. This will be the second time through. Hopefully you've got a little bit more experience and you're a little more comfortable saying, hey, your introduction's not grabbing my attention. What if you tried this? Or I'm not sure where your topic sentence is, or how does this argument add with the other one? Okay, so I just added this spot right here. So on Thursday, you turn in, by Thursday night, right? You turn in a draft here. This is the one I will be able to look at, give you the 60 seconds of audio commentary. Also, type anything I need to. Now, everybody's got their paper done. You're going to have a group also where I want you to post your paper and read everybody's. And you need to post your paper Thursday night. So everybody has a chance, has Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to give you actually feedback. So this should say, respond to each other's papers and give feedback, right? And I'm just going to add right here, right? Post your paper here. This is the exact same spot. This spot and this spot are the same, but you have to put it in here Thursday night so everybody has 4 days to read the papers that are in the groups. Last time, some people waited till the last minute to post, and then people didn't have any time to give feedback. The Friday update post will include some video and some things to look for. For example, specifically, does this paper show multiple viewpoints and things like that? But I'll put that up on Friday. All right, I am sure you have plenty to do, and my advice to you is to look at the calendar for the next couple weeks. Plan in the hours where you're going to do the work you need so you can finish this class strong and not have to take English 1022 again, right? But more importantly, right, have all of this experience so whatever gets thrown at you, you will be able to do some research, look at perspectives, see which ones are sort of, hey, this is good for seeing this, but if I only use this perspective, I'm not going to see that one. Right? Let me know if you have any questions.